Hey, what's going on, fam? I'm driving. Hopefully, it's not too loud. But I just want to bring you guys a video about Brother Polight. And for those of you who are wondering if this is the person or the YouTuber I was referring to, on whether or not I should address him in my last video, no, it's not. It's not the person I was referring to. But I just want to speak on Brother Polight real quick because I've been feeling some type of way about this dude for a long time now. And now that this stuff is coming out, I feel the need to say something. What I don't like doing is jumping on other dudes' controversies and giving analysis and giving my opinion on every little beef and debate that goes down. I don't like doing that. That's not my thing. That's not my stick. That's not what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I hesitate to talk about these other dudes. But then there's certain dudes who are just cantankerous and need to be called out. And I think when good men do nothing, evil prospers. I really believe that. I really believe that's the problem with the black community as a whole. That's why we've allowed ourselves to be dominated so thoroughly in this society throughout history and still to this day. So I think we as black men, whether we're dealing with each other or white people, we need to have the integrity to stand up to evildoers. And I try, some people may say I throw out IQ, but I try not to throw out character slander like that, like calling you an evildoer so lightly, unless I really feel like I know that you're an evildoer. And I really feel like I know Polight is an evildoer. Now, have I seen anything firsthand? No. Have I been directly scammed by Polight? No, because I like to believe I'm smarter than that. Now, have I ever been scammed before? Yeah. So I'm not trying to say I'm above being scammed, but at least I was above being scammed by Polight because I could smell his ass from a mile away. I'm going to tell you guys, from the moment I ever saw Polight cross my YouTube screen or anything, I got bad vibes. I got con artist vibes. Like, that was my street sense, my sixth sense, tingling that this dude was a con artist. Right? And a lot of people say things like, oh, people are just, and you see Polight saying it in his own videos. Oh, people are jealous because they can't get money. And Polight, let me start from the beginning with Polight. Okay, first of all, Exhibit A with Polight. Polight is a coon. Yes, he's a coon. Oh, how can you say he's a coon? Yeah. Look at everything Polight has been saying over the years, right? Look at his debates against Sarah Sutanseti. Look at his debate against Malik Zulu Shabazz. Look at the side he took. Now, at that time, you could say Polight is still pro-black. He just has a different way of thinking, right? He just doesn't put himself in a victim mode, quote unquote. Of course, now we're saying don't put himself in victim. You're already starting to sound like a conservative or a Republican. So we're already in like coon territory, right? So let's just think about that fact first. Then we can go out and see videos where Polight talks about how the white man isn't his devil. Now, I'm not saying that you have to see white people as a devil in order to be a pro-black or to be taken seriously or to not be a coon. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that you have to believe the white man is the devil. I'm just saying, understand, why is he going out his way to discredit these kind of talking points? Why are these the kind of talking points that you feel the need to go out and discredit, right? All these very, very militant points is what you came out the box being against. And then, of course, as we see time go on, he gets softer and softer with his rhetoric to the point where he's saying stuff like all lives matter, right? There was a video years ago where Polight talked about how he loves the police because the police are for the bad black people. Now, how ironic that the police are coming for him a bad black person. So, Polite, in that case, that's the one of the few times you've let a true word come out of your scamming ass mouth. Is the police do come for bad black people. You don't try to play victim now. Don't try to play the police, the white supremacy. No, motherfucker, you the one, you the type of one that types to say that type of shit. You say white supremacy don't even exist. There's a video with you saying that. Go look through the archives. I'm not gonna sit up here and put a compilation, but everything I'm saying, you can go look it up yourself. If you think I'm lying on the dude, he said all this stuff. So scamming aside, he's been an undercover coon since day one. Since day one. These are facts, not fiction. Number 2, paperwork. All of these Moorish UCC paperwork ourselves the freedom dudes are con artists. These are the type of dudes that got Corin Gaines killed believing in that status bullshit. Okay? I don't give a fuck about listen, first of all, you don't even get that from you. That's not a black thing. That's number one. That's not a black strategy. That's white boys believe in that sovereign citizenship, and the police laugh at them when they come to them with that sovereign citizenship bullshit. They laugh at them. So if they laughing at white people who are allowed to kill us in the street, when they come with that sovereign citizen paperwork, legal status correction bullshit, what you think they're gonna do with your black ass? None of these Moors, none of these niggas, none of these dudes have ever shown themselves to get themselves out of an arrest, get themselves out of jail, get themselves out of a fucking speeding ticket with some goddamn paperwork. And then there's people who have been calling out these Moorish paperwork ass niggas but wouldn't call out Polight just because he didn't title himself a Moor, even though he was pushing the same fucking lie that they pushed. And he been pushing that all along. And don't nobody want to call that out. Then Umar was the first person I heard it from, but it makes sense. Called out how he got all these non-copyrighted ass, plagiarized ass books on his website. I've been seeing people for years complain about how they bought stuff from Polight and never received it. Or people who complain about how it took them months and months on top of months after harassing Polight for their shit that they finally got it. Which tells you Polight probably don't even have a store. It's just that the customers who annoy him enough, he goes out and buys the product for them and sends it to them. Like, here, shit, just leave me alone. Here's the fucking thing. It's like me claiming I sell sodas and ain't got no sodas in my house, but after enough people done backlogged and bought sodas that they never got from me, I finally drive my ass to the gas station and buy one of them a soda and send it to him. That's what he's probably doing. You know, after with the money, I got the money for an order of 90 different orders of damn sodas, and I only, you know, buy 3 for the 3 customers who were persistent enough to harass me for 6 months straight for their damn soda, and then I'll send it to them. That's what he does. And I want to speak to black people, and this is really the point. It's not even really about Brother Polight, because Brother Polight is going to do what humans do. Brother Polight is going to take advantage of what, not what humans do, but what of going back to Polight's own words, what bad black people do. He's going to do what bad black people do. He's going to try to take advantage of people. He's going to try to, and he won't be the last. After Polight is gone, and whether he gets indicted or not, I hope he does. Once he's out of the picture, somebody else, a new scam artist, will emerge to take his place. If the new scam artist isn't already in our community, building himself up right now, or already built up, you know. So These people are always going to be around, but we as black people have to have the common sense and the discernment to start seeing when some of these people are just obviously scammers. And to me, Polight was an obvious scammer. His accusations have been coming out for months. People like Sa Neter protected him until Polight showed Sa Neter that, hey, I'm a snake and you're going to protect me from snaking these other people while I'm going to bite your ass next. And that's the other thing, Brother Polight. I mean, not Brother Polight, Sa Neter. I'm looking at you kind of, not that you a scam artist, Sa Neter. You're not scamming anybody. I think you're just greedy, and you're not doing anything. You're not really doing anything for black people. But I don't think you're a scam artist. But the fact that you would keep a scam artist around you, it makes me suspect of your character. The fact that you would go out your way to protect Polight instead of having the integrity to put people's questions on the forefront and say, hey, Polight, a lot of people are saying shit about you. I'm affiliated with you. Everybody sees us riding together like we homeboys. We even do business together. Hey, answer these questions. Do proper business with these people who are making claims against you for your fraudulent ass activity. Do honest business with these people. No, Sa Neter, instead, you went out your way to ignore, deny, and attack people who were calling out Polight. Which is why I don't trust Sa Neter at all. And I don't think any of you should either. He needs to be looked at. Sa Neter needs to be looked at very suspect. I don't give a damn if he don't like Polight now. No, because when Polight was snaking other people, you didn't give a fuck. Now we supposed to see you as a good person for calling out Polight or not liking Polight anymore? No, you're just selfish because you only care that he fucked you over. It's okay for him to scam all these people who found out about him through you, Sa Neter. It's okay for him to scam them through your trust because they found out about him through you, through your platform. It's okay for him to scam them. But as soon as he turn on your ass, now he needs to be called out. Now he's a bitch nigga. Now he's this. Now he's that. Nah, fuck you, Sa Neter. You a bitch nigga too. Just like Polight. And that's just real. I don't like doing this. For real. I don't. I get into it with people too much. I don't like going at people. But some of you niggas just gotta be called out. Some of y'all just gotta be called out and exposed for what you are. Because you're taking black people who are hurt, damaged. You're taking them with their low self-esteem and their need for knowledge of themselves because they've been stripped of it, and the only people on earth who've been so thoroughly stripped of themselves. And they're seeking people who seem to understand and have the knowledge to bring black people back to themselves so that they can have freedom and liberation and happiness on this planet and put an end to white supremacy. And you're taking these people and it's not like you're just a regular coon black person scamming black. No, you come under the veneer of pro-blackness, under the veneer of this movement that's specifically meant to heal that specific issue that I just talked about. The need for black people to have knowledge of self, the need for black people to have a liberated mind because they have had an imprisoned and enslaved mind. You take that and you go into the arena of the medicine, I would say, the curing, the arena where people profess to be able to cure that, and you use it to con people. And you use it to con the people. It's wrong. And it should not be accepted. It should not be tolerated. It should not be stood by. For all you damn idiots and stands. And this is what I say about the black people. You know what? I just gave Polight his damn ripping for taking advantage of black people. But now I need to give black people y'all own ripping. Because y'all dumbasses don't have the discernment to look at people and say this person should not be trusted. How is someone like Polight even get that much of a following? Like, honestly, let's think about it. How does someone like that even get that much of a following? How is it that we still have people right now still believe in this dude? I'm telling you, I was discussing, and people want to say, oh, it's jealousy, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, you just mad because you can't do it. Listen, I was sick when I saw Polight on Vlad TV and the Breakfast Club. I was like, how is this old ghetto ass, con artist ass fraud getting this much credibility? Where people are wanting to interview him on big platforms like the Breakfast Club, like he's something legit. He's nobody but a scam artist. But all this is going to do is make him seem more legit, more trustworthy. For example, if you see me on the street selling DVDs and you don't know me from a can of paint, you're probably going to assume my DVDs are stolen and I'm some kind of criminal selling stolen or bootleg DVDs, right? But if you see me on CNN talking about my new startup to replace Blockbuster, you're going to believe I'm probably legitimate, and I'm not. Or I'm whatever I'm doing. I know it's kind of like a weird example, but you get the point. Is that when you see me on big outlets, it gives me an aura of credibility, whether I'm credible or not. And that's what the Breakfast Club did with Polight. That's what Vlad, but Vlad, fuck Vlad anyway. He's suspect himself. But or not fuck Vlad, because I don't know Vlad, but he is suspect himself. I will say that. So I'm not really too worried about him being on Vlad. But I am a little bit bothered by him being on Breakfast Club. But then again, hey, I guess if you really want to be honest about it, Breakfast Club is suspect too. Especially with some of the things, how they had Hillary Clinton on twice and didn't call her to task once on her anti-black policies. But you're willing to ask these bold-ass questions. That's why, listen, I don't condone the way Birdman behaved with the Breakfast Club. But how the way Birdman reacted to them, it's a sign of how bold that's how Charlamagne, that's kind of what Charlamagne's known for, being bold with his questions, right? No holds barred, real interviewing, none of that PC shit, right? And it was shown by the way Birdman reacted to him. You get those kind of reactions when you are just honest with motherfuckers and you ain't scared to piss nobody off. But when Hillary Clinton's ass got up in there, now all of a sudden, excuse me, family. Anyway, now all of a sudden, damn, I done lost my track of thought. Shit, where was I, family? Give me a second. Fuck, family. I'm gonna have to make a part 2. I'm gonna holler at y'all. This is Brother Polight, the con artist, or whatever I'm gonna call it. But this is part 1 of that video. Anyway, I'll be coming with part 2. Peace.